Our next innovator is Company One Theater on the Expanding Access to the Arts track, sponsored by the Highland Street Foundation. Sean LeCun, co-founder and artistic director of Company One Theater, is an award-winning theater director and educator. Sean has a master's in theater education from Clark University and an MFA in directing from UMass Amherst.
Good evening. Thanks for being here tonight. So at Company One Theater, we were started to integrate Boston audiences, to challenge the city's social divides, and to foster a new generation of artists and theater goers. 16 years ago, when we started Company One Theater, I asked local theater leaders at the top institutions in Boston why your programming looks like it does. Specifically, why does it lack diversity? I was told the talent wasn't here. I was told that we lacked a viable pool of actors of color. And I was told that Boston didn't have an audience to support their stories. I thought this couldn't possibly be true. So we decided that either it wasn't true, and we were going to prove it, or that it was true, and it would be our job to fix it. Our mission became to cultivate and train a diverse pool of professional theater makers, and at the same time develop new, young, diverse audiences through education and outreach programs. So as you all know, Boston's a city divided by age, race, culture, income. What you may not know is we're the 9th most segregated city in the country. And nowhere is this more evident than in our cultural centers. You see, Boston's made up of 53% people of color. Our arts audiences, 11%. Same disparity holds true for young audiences, low-income audiences. Now, I understand that the arts demographics only represent a microcosm of a city divided. But I want you to understand that arts can provide a solution. So, at Company One Theater, we eliminate Boston's social divides using theater and education. And we do it with 5 core values. Inclusion. Our stage and our audience is representative of the city's diversity. Everything we program, it grapples with today's most pressing social issues. Collaboration. We are creating meaningful civic conversation by partnering with the city's most important cultural institutions and community organizations. Mentoring and education. We are shaping Boston's cultural future, and we do it by serving as a teaching hospital, but for the arts. It's true, we invest in our youth and in workforce development. Excellence. We're not just a community organization. We're one of Boston's most celebrated and award-winning theater companies. The Tony Awards organization called us one of the most inspiring and innovative theater companies on our national landscape, something we're very proud of. So the question is, how do these 5 values come together? What is it we do? Well, here's an example. In 2012, we put on a play called The Elaborate Entrance of Chad Deity by Latino playwright Christopher Diaz, who actually just last month won a Guggenheim Fellowship. We cast a multi-ethnic cast of actors, and we priced our tickets affordably in order to attract a young, diverse, and non-traditional theater audience. It worked. This play was set in the crazy world of professional wrestling, as you can see. But actually, it was a sharp satire of race, politics, and power in America today. It was smart, and it was funny, and it made impact. We partnered with the Huntington Theater Company on performance space, with local colleges and universities to find new talent, and we even partnered with professional wrestlers and wrestling organizations to teach our actors how to safely do things like this. In our casting efforts, we cast Jake Athial. He was a Suffolk University journalism major, never been on a professional stage before. Now, Jake lives in Boston. He's a professional working actor full-time. That year, Chad Deity won every major theater award in Boston, from Best Production to Best Director to Best Actor. Now, this is just one example, and we have plenty that I'd be happy to tell you about. But what it proves is that when the art is diverse, when the art is inclusive, it's not diminished, but it's enriched. And I'm proud to say that we get results. Our audience is different. 1 in 3 people at a Company One event is a person of color. We have twice the audience of other institutions in town under the age of 35, and nearly 4 times the audience who self-identify as low income. We're dedicated to sustaining this change, and the way we do that is through our education programs, our mentoring programs. So currently, we teach literacy, we teach public speaking, we teach theater classes in the Boston public schools that lack arts funding. Also, we are partnered with the city directly on a special program that offers paid apprenticeships to Boston teens during the school year and the summer months. We reach a lot of kids. We've made a big impact on a very tight budget. Your investment of $800,000 over 2 years will double that impact. We'll invest in staff and capacity in order to reach 9,000 new audience members. We'll be able to expand our education programming to reach hundreds more students just in the Boston Public Schools alone. With your help, we will be propelled in making sure that our cultural landscape is diverse and our youth are empowered. Investing in Company One Theater. It's investing in a new Boston, a world-class city dedicated to attracting and retaining multicultural talent. You know, we have a new mayor who just recently appointed Boston's first ever Chief of Arts and Culture. And they're about to unravel and unroll the first cultural plan of their tenure. Company One Theater, as a leader in access, a leader in inclusion, we're going to be an important part of that plan. We are Boston's Theater for the People. We invite you to join us as we become a global leader on the global stage. Thank you very much.